Hello, it's me, the Avatar Fanatic, and today we will be discussing about who I think would win in a fight between Suyin Beifong and Lin Beifong. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to help grow the channel, and hit the notification bell to know when I upload more content. Also, comment down below who you think would win in the battle between Lin and Suyin Beifong. Now, it's on to the video. So, the first category that we will be comparing them by, at least how good they are in that specific department, is mobility. Suyin takes this category because if you watch the battle between Suyin and Lin Beifong, at least in the show, it's very apparent that Suyin is just rolling, moving out of the way of attacks, quickly putting walls up to block attacks, and just moving much quicker than Lin Beifong is able to. Maybe it's due to age, but at least in the show that we're talking about, Lin is just taking the attacks, and that's what wears her down in the battle in the show. So for that reason, I'm going to be taking Suyin Beifong with that category. In the category bending ability, I will actually take Lin Beifong here because I think as police chief and stuff like that, she has to have more rigorous training than a Suyin Beifong would have to do. And you can make a case that they're better in different stuff, and that's true because Suyin Beifong is definitely the better metal bender than Lin Beifong is. Because she built a metal bending city, she had a metal bending school of her own kind of for her kids and stuff like that. It's Wing and Wei, I believe. I don't know if those were her kids, but Wing and Wei, she had them around her house or whatever and trained them. You could tell that she's better at metal bending in that department. Now with the earthbending, I'd probably say Lin is better in that department, and she's the more sturdy fighter. When it comes to earthbending, she's more trained in terms of her grapplers. Her grapplers are a big proponent that I don't know if Suyin used them. I don't know if she even had them. She might have, but I know that Suyin basically uses her mobility to bend, while Lin just stays there waiting to counter at times. So I'll give this category to Lin, but it's very narrow because I think both of them are better at different things, if that makes sense. For bending power, I will also give to Lin, that she's just a more sturdy fighter, and while with mobility is just Suyin, and it's kind of just often those types of fighters who are just more sturdy on their feet, they have more to go off of and give more power off to when they attack. For that reason, obviously, Lin Beifong gets that category. The fourth category is going to be attack. For attack, I'm going to be giving Suyin Beifong that category because Suyin Beifong is the much, how do you explain it? She chains her attacks and defensives perfectly, whether it's her stances and her counterattacks, while Lin doesn't really do that. She waits to repel or parry an attack and then she goes. She won't counter off anything, while the mobility that Suyin has serves her well because she'll counter off of that mobility. You see it also in the battle with the attack. She defends with a spinning earth wall, and then she counters and flings that earth wall at Lin Beifong, and she can't do anything. That you just can't compete with in terms of attack. If you chain your defenses into attacks, you just can't stop it. In terms of defense also, for that reason, I'm going to have to give it to Suyin Beifong because she just chains everything together, whether it's her stances, whether it's her attacks, her defenses. She's got a stance for everything. She'll roll out of an attack into her own attack. She'll counter everything. At least against Lin in her non-prime, you could tell that she's older than Suyin by at least 10 years. But she's still police chief, so she can't be that old. I don't know how exactly old they are. I don't know if there's a documented age for them in the show. But either way, you could just tell that Suyin just completely overmatches her in the attacks and defenses department when it comes to just bending in general. So for that reason, Suyin takes that category. In a best of 10, I'll be giving Suyin 7 and Lin 3 of the 10 battles. Now, if they were in their prime, they'd probably be closer to 5-5. Both of them in their prime. Maybe Suyin might be in her prime, but Lin definitely wasn't. They might be closer to 5-5. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the like button, a comment down below who you think would win between the two, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It's me, the Avatar Fanatic, out.